Let us shift our attention to the sermon for this morning. The topic is practical ways of demonstrating love towards one another. Practical ways of demonstrating genuine Christ-like love to one another. The kind of love we are going to talk about this morning is not the romantic or sentimental love. The kind of love we are talking about is the Christ-like love. Love that does not discriminate. Love that will go out of its own way and sacrifice its own interests and conveniences for the betterment of the other person. I have a question for us this morning to reflect on. It's a question for everyone sitting down here this morning. How will you react if you attended a party or if you were in a restaurant and then a group of people walk in to sit around the same table you are sitting, and then you discover that they are your enemies? You realize that the group who will not sit anywhere else but around your table, one of them has been conspiring with others to kill you. You also realize that there's another one who is a traitor. He has been your confidant, and yet he goes behind your back to share all your secrets with other people. Then also you realize that there are a few others around the table who are only fair weather friends. They follow you, and you have the evidence that they are fair weather friends. They follow you just because of what they will get from you. If you found yourself in such a situation, what would be your natural impulse, your natural response? Most people will just get up and walk away. They will just leave, right? Because they cannot for a minute sit face to face with their enemy, somebody they see as an enemy, let alone sit down side by side and eat with them. When Jesus made the pronouncement in John chapter 13, particularly from verse 33 through 35, where he says, love one another as I've loved you. And then he said, a new commandment I give you. Love one another so that the whole world may see that you are indeed my disciples. When Jesus said this, he was sitting around a dining table with people that you and I will normally describe as his enemies. He is sitting with people who do not deserve his love. He's sitting at the table and dining with people who are unlovable, who hate him, who cannot be trusted. They are disloyal. One of them is Judas. Judas is sitting there, and in few minutes after eating, he will wash his hand, walk out, go and bring the soldiers, and thus betray him to be crucified.
Na Judas and so at hobby. Na oyonipa na bitiawe muno okwakoyi Kristo ama emomo ekuno.
Among them is Peter. Peter is sitting there, and in some few hours, Peter is going to deny knowing Jesus and being Jesus' friend.
Na omo arete ho no na Peter nso eka omo ho na bitiawe bi muno na ono nso ebe be twantro se Kristo oni
in the face of imminent arrest and crucifixion, Peter is going to deny him.
Na ebra no mba be chi Kristo no makwakobo na sendu mu no Peter ekwakoyi na ma se oni no.
And the rest are all going to desert him. So Jesus is sitting around with people he can't trust, people who are even wicked towards him.
Na no ni nipa enche bia omo nyina be dwane agya no nipa omutirimu odin a omumbu yi no amanso.
And yet there at that particular moment Jesus demonstrates the highest form of love towards such people.
Na ehwo nso na ni nyina chi no Kristo eda odo a emu odu edi edi kire se nipa.
And he at the same time admonishes them to learn to love one and the other.
Na afi so hye omu nkran se omo enno omo enso.
In John chapter 13,
Jesus
is instructing all of us who claim to be members of his church, who claim to be his disciple. Jesus is saying that it is only by love that people will know that in truth, indeed, we are his followers. It is nothing else than the love we have for one and the other.
And in the Christo, Mineo, Christo Asafo Master, you bet me adore Yahu, and no so any Viasing in our Behunese, in a chidi for Ampa.
When we identify the needs of one another,
say you bet me who a full froy here, dear, na yet to me aboamo.
And when we commit ourselves to helping them, even though they may not deserve, for some reason, they may not deserve our assistance.
Say, you be boy and home modern, say, you be boss, any pay. Ebiana almost and say, and Fatakras and Kayamamusa, Achedian, and others are
quite often in the church. And also in our workplaces and in the communities, in our homes, in our families. We tend to love those who love us, don't we? Tell me if I'm wrong. We tend to love those who love us. And what happened is that, especially in the church, we pretend to love those who we don't like for whatever reason. We pretend in the way we greet. We pretend in the way we relate. Tell me if I'm wrong. Because we would not, or we cannot sit down face to face, we cannot interact out of genuine spirit, genuine heart. We are quick to judge and rather misjudge and condemn one another when we don't even have evidence. We love to hear bad news about others that we don't like, and we circulate them.
And
yet we continue to come here like we have done today, this morning. That amounts to pretense. It is not genuine love. I want to take our minds to the Old Testament book of Ruth.
Old Testament and Ruth.
And we are going to see in practical terms how Ruth demonstrated Christ-like love, genuine, authentic love to Naomi.
Ruth, Naomi.
The story begins from chapter 1, and the story is set within the context of severe famine in the country of Israel.
Ruth chapter 1.
You can imagine in an agrarian society where everybody is a farmer, if there is a serious drought and famine, it renders everybody out of business. So there's a serious famine that had hit Israel. The man known as Elimelech and his wife Naomi decided that they will relocate, they will travel. So they traveled to another country known as Moab. Literally, they've lost their job. They don't have any economic security. And they thought the best thing for them was to travel to seek greener pasture in another country, the country of Moab. Scripture says not long after they had settled in the new country in Moab, Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died suddenly. Naomi now becomes a widow unexpectedly. Responsible for taking care of two young men in a foreign land where he has no family, no relations. From one problem to another problem. Fast forward 10 years later, the two young men get married to Moabite ladies. And the scripture says in Ruth chapter 1 that
chapter 1 and
again death, cruel death, deals a devastating blow at not one of the young men but both of them, and death cuts their life short. Tell me, use your imagination and tell me, in what state do you think Naomi at that point found herself? Tragedy after tragedy.
Of how
misery after misery. She finds herself in a state of loss, total loss. No provider. Because she has no husband nor children. No protector. Her life is almost hopeless at this point. She decides she will go back to her home country, Bethlehem. She speaks to the two daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth, and tells them they should go back to their families.
Enti one ne senom ema mienu no eye upper ene eye root. So omo nsan machi enko omo busua mu.
Upper agrees and left.
Na eye aseba ko ode upper ne de
But
gitu mu esan ko na chi.
Ruth refuses. She will never go back to her family.
Na root de o kan say enya ade obesan ko na busua fo.
And it is at this point, brothers and sisters, it is at this point that we see in practical terms how Ruth demonstrates Christ-like love, genuine, authentic Christian love to Naomi.
Samre na yehu say root eda odokan odo aimodu ede kire na ase Naomi.
I want us to take a quick look at the book of Ruth.
Mama yanko eye root enwoma no emu.
And I want us to read a few verses. Let's take it from verse 16. But Ruth replied.
Na Ruth eyi ano say,
don't ask me to leave you and turn back.
Enyame na enko wachi.
Where you go, I will go.
Biabi a obekọ no eho na meho.
And then jump to verse 18. He says,
Yanko dunwotwe no.
when Naomi saw that Ruth was so determined to go with her, she said nothing more.
Na ebra eye Naomi hu no say na seba no we si na dwimpi say nya ade obesan akọ na chi no wan san so.
The first lesson I want to bring to your attention as a practical demonstration of genuine, authentic Christian love is when we stick with people during tough times.
Na dia adisua ba ko a edi kan ya mpese me ma ye nyina ye hu no se wo tumi ejina mu dendende ebra edin emu
The
no.
Americans have an expression, they say stick and stay. What that means is root for the person. Be there at all costs. Stick and stay.
Na America for bibi o mo ka se wo twe no dendende dia tie bia mu no gina mu ema no.
So Ruth demonstrates love towards Naomi by sticking and staying with her because Naomi is going through tough times.
Se ye hu se root ejina ho pintin edema Naomi e wo bra edin emu.
She did not abandon Naomi
Wenja eye Naomi eho.
because he realized that even though she herself was grieving for the loss of her own husband, but in relative terms, comparatively, Ruth realizes that Naomi's problems are so many and so excruciating more than herself, and therefore she decides, I will not leave you. I will be there for you and support you.
Na Ruth enso edi awerɛhoɔ na mniku a na wafi mu nti no nanso ohu sɛ ɛyɛ na ase Naomi ne ɛhaw no ɛdɔɔso nti ogyina hɔ pintin ɛde ma no ɛwɔ bra ɛdi mu.
Brothers and sisters, let us learn to stick with one another when we see that they are going through tough times.
Anuanom ɛho bɛhia yie sɛ ebɛgyina hɔ pintin ɛde ama anuanom a ɔmo ɛkɔ ɔhaw ɛne amanneɛ mu.
What this means is that you and I should look out for brothers and sisters and others elsewhere who may find themselves in hard situations.
Ɛno nti na ho bɛhia sɛ yɛmu no yɛbɛhwehwɛ anuanom a wɔyɛ mu ɛne abɔnten a ɔmo ɛkɔ ɔhaw mu na yɛtumi
So
aboa
that
wɔn.
we help them.
Sɛ yɛbɛtumi aboa saa anuanom yi.
Sticking with people through tough times may imply that if they are hungry, we should find ways to share food with them.
Sɛ yɛgyina pintin ama anuanom a ɔmo ɔhaw mu no ebehu bɛkɔnya sɛ edu baabi kura na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛma ɔmo aduane a ɔmo
Sticking
ɔmo
and
aduane.
staying with others will imply that if they are not in a position to pay their hospital bills or their school fees or their rent, we find ways, even if we don't have the money ourselves, we find ways to assist them.
Sɛ yɛgyina hɔ pintin ama anuanom a ɔmo ɛwɔ ɔhaw mu no sɛ ɛba sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtua ɔmo bills anaasɛ yɛtua ɔmo ɛyɛ medical bills a yɛbɛfa kwan nnuasa so na yɛatumi aboa ɔmo atumi atua.
Sticking and staying with people through their tough times may imply that when they are sick and they are hospitalized or at home, we visit them.
And when
they are bereaved, we console them. That is practical love, demonstration of love. Is that what we are doing in this congregation? I know some will say yes, and that is true. Some are doing the best they can. But let me put it simple. Let me put it simple. Until we go out of our way and commit ourselves in finding assistance to people, brothers and sisters, during their tough time, we are pretending to love them. And our love is not genuine. And we must repent. That is why, let me point something out. Probably you may not have thought about it. That is why announcement at church is so important. Because the announcement is not just to disseminate information. The announcement is also meant to show us how we can minister to one another. And so, I think we should even love to listen to announcement. Probably in as much as we love to listen to sermon. Because the announcement will tell us what is going on about brothers and sisters, and it gives us opportunity to leave this room to go out and show love.
Announcement and yes, I am my dear Cosson, and no
Having said all this, I think I should give you a caveat, a caution. When we say that one practical way is to stick and stay with those who are going through tough times, we are not encouraging the entitlement mentality or over dependency.
Yeah, in
Galatians chapter 6, verse 2 says, bear one another's burden. But verse 5 says, every one of you bear your own burden. So how do we reconcile the two? In the original language, from which we got the translation, the word burden carries two different meanings. The word burden in verse 2 is different from the word burden in verse 6. The word burden in verse 2 has to do with a load that one person cannot carry. The word burden in verse 5 of Galatians 6 refers to backpack, haversack, backpack, which everybody should be able to carry themselves.
Load and answer adeswa nipa baako entumi nso ayese nipa mienu na okọ verse 5 no a ekire sack anase kutuko ede obi achi and nipa baako ebetumi.
So yes, we must show love, but it doesn't mean that others should feel or have that entitlement mentality where they expect people to take care of them and they will not take care of themselves. That is also not good.
Yes, sir. I was saying yes, so adeswa. Na no so enchire sabe wo de wo ha wo nyina ato afoforo so na wan kasa de wo ho modern say wo betumi aye de I was say.
The first lesson we are learning as a practical way of expressing love is sticking with people through their tough times.
Na de sua ba ko a edi kan a epese yesua eno ne say wo betumi agina ho pintin edi ama afoforo ebre omo oha omo.
Second lesson from Ruth.
Adesua wo so mi to so mi no.
We demonstrate practical love when we intentionally, deliberately make adjustments with others, even if they appear difficult, or even in situations that are very unfriendly.
Sir, you bet me, Yankasa Yamuno, yet me a bois, na yet me a traffic for answer, a bra, a demon, I say, impo, a demon, and say, bet me, I say.
We make adjustments to live together with others that are unlovable. Let me put it that way.
Sir, Yayiri, who said, Nipa, a dinkra mounts, my say, bet me no matnano.
How does Ruth demonstrate that? How does Ruth demonstrate that?
Now, Pamban so any root, it may add us identity.
You remember in her language, in chapter 1, verse 16 and 17, she says, where you go, I will go. Where you live, I will live. Your God shall be my God, and your people, my people.
We share a year in Chimudusiano, the Alcayanoa. I say, baby, I'll be corner, a ho, and I'll make call. Won't crawl for, a bayam in crawl for.
Here is a foreigner relocating to another country where she's not used to their lifestyle. She doesn't speak their language. It's completely different environment. And it will take a lot of adjustments for her to be able to stay with Naomi and support Naomi.
Na she say roots ohwo a afa na oba Israel. Omo ye nipa onimu omo kasa na so onimu omo. Eya dia obeji mmere anase ebe mmere kakra nsa na watumi ene sa nipa nyina atumi atena.
It is not easy to genuinely love people who always give you a hard time. It is not easy.
Na enye mmere so betumi ado nipa ibiribia mu no omo eno anase omo emawo eye bredin imu.
Most of the times it will take making deliberate effort to compromise and make concessions.
Na edin anase say wankasa wusi wadwempi said the tie bia no betumi ni say nipa.
This is true among married couples.
Na we esi ewo aware mu.
And you know, sometimes you are not happy with something, but you just need to learn to accommodate just so that there will be peace, so that you can get along.
Na ware mu no etumi ba say nyoba bi wo ho na wani anye ho. Nanso enam say the asumdue beba nti
that is a demonstration of mature love. Mature love will make adjustments. Mature love will make concessions. Mature love will make compromises so as to maintain peace and progress.
Na oda emodu eno betumi ama de akwaso awani nyi ho kra no betumi asesa betumi aye nyoma ebema asumdue aba.
Sometimes in the church there is fighting, backbiting. It's because we are not magnanimous enough. We are not willing to accommodate and tolerate one another.
Na yehu se ntitwitwa ene kokonsa na adewo yemu essence edima yensi ebetumi age afoforo atum.
But the more matured ones, those who have matured Christian love, will learn to accommodate, will learn to make go, will learn to give others the benefit of the doubt.
Na omoda odo a emuodu edi no bobo modern se ombetumi ama enyoma akọ ombetumi atu afoforo atumu ombetumi aso omho ensa.
So first lesson, stick and stay with others during their tough times. Second lesson, make deliberate effort to make adjustments and concessions and compromises.
Adesu edi kan ene se yebetumi ejina pintin ama enuanom a omo ewa ahokyire mu. De atoso mienu ene ne se yebebo moden anase yebesi adwempi se betumi ama yetumi eni ehun ehun etumi.
And the third lesson we can glean from the story of Ruth, lesson that shows practical Christ-like love, is when we commit ourselves to uttering words that build up, but not toxic, or words that destroy the spirit of others.
Adesua etoso miensa ene se yebetumi ede nsamo a ebo abaso nsamo a ekanya nipa nsamo a etumi ema afoforo etumi edimu yie esense yebeka nsamo a ebebu omabam.
Words are powerful. The Bible says words are like knife. They can cut and kill.
Kasa eye bibia emodu ebetumi akum.
If we mishandle our words, every now and then, as a family of Christ, and even in our blood relations, we will offend one or the other. But mature love, Christ-like love, will be careful what you say in response to the hurt or in response to the lie that was told about you.
Na odo a emu oduno obebo modern say the aba ni nyina na say the ama nyoma ya oya ni nyina achi no obehwe say obetumi aka nsam a ebo aba so.
At the point where Naomi decided to go back to Bethlehem,
she
was totally discouraged in life. But if you continue to read the text extending into chapter 2 and chapter 3, you realize that after Ruth had spoken to her, I will go with you. Where you live, I will live. Your people will be my people. Those words was like giving a shot into her blood. And she became so encouraged, so motivated.
Now, Nana Bama Budia, now so a bra, Nase Ruth. I can't grant some no say, baby, or no backo, Unyame by Yami, Uncroft by Yami, Crofono, and Ma Unya, a Irish, Manas Unya, a Yagi.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29 tells us that we should not allow any unwholesome word come out of our mouth. Unwholesome word.
Episode 4 mano, 3 year and 90 more eduno and chrono. As a more my Casabia and 1 tier and as a sabi Casafi, when
food is said to be unwholesome, it means it's rotten or it's toxic.
Sayakasa Ediani be who and tia, let us say Ediania, and yet and I say Inadia Beboa.
Let me tell you one statement that we should all guard against. The statement, you are.
Na mama yanhwe kasabia e wo say nyina yahwe ni ye sabre.
The moment you tell somebody you are, either it's going to be positive or it's going to be negative.
Sa obeka asamde a kira wunua sa wo ebetumi aye ne papa mu anase betumi aye ne bone mu.
But that is how you determine the maturity level of the individual.
2
Timothy chapter 2 verse 24 says, the man of God shall not fight. The child of God shall not fight.
Na Timothy woman etosu mienu, chemo ye mienu, chemo ye aduonu nan no ose na enye ma Onyankopon eba se ewo.
Under no circumstance should this happen because it renders us immature.
Na emano ensida se let
the words that come from our mouths be words that build up, edify, words that build up.
Now, in someone, if you I will say, yeah, someone,
even if we have to rebuke, the Bible says we should do so with love. I can tell somebody you are a fool, and he will take a knife and stab me.
And
I can say the same thing to somebody and he will shake my hand and thank me. Instead of saying you are a fool or you acted foolishly, if I say I think you acted unwisely, it's the same thing semantically. It's the same thing.
And no met me a can of frost. Oh, when I fast so yeah, 1 year,
practical demonstration of Christ-like love will stick and stay during tough times, will make deliberate efforts to make adjustments, and it will also alter words that build up. The last point, and I bring my lesson to a close. The last point I want to leave with you. Practical love, practical demonstration of Christ-like love will make commitment to helping the needs of others who in relationship to us are less fortunate.
Sɛ yɛbɛ gyina hɔ sɛ anuanom a ɔmo ɛwɔ ohia mu no anaasɛ ehia wɔn no yɛbɛboa wɔn.
You see that in Ruth chapter 2. After she went back to Bethlehem with Naomi, the whole chapter 2 of Ruth, we see her going to the farm every day. Because Naomi is an old lady, she can't work for herself. And this girl literally turns herself into a maidservant and goes work on farm and bring food just to take care of Naomi.
Na yehu ɛwɔ Ruth chapter 2 no sɛ ɛbrɛ ɔmo kodu ɛyɛ Israel Bethlehem no. Ruth biribia no ɔkɔ efom anaasɛ ɔbɔ ne ho mmɔden sɛ ɔbɛpɛ aduane ɛde ama ɛyɛ n'ase bɛ esan sɛ na wanyini ɛwɔ mfie mu.
These are practical demonstrations or practical ways by which we can demonstrate that indeed we are true disciples of Christ.
Na wei ɛne kwan baako a ebetumi akyerɛ sɛ ampa ɛyɛ Kristo akyidifo.
These are doable. These principles are doable, brothers and sisters.
Anuanom wei yɛ nneɛma a yɛbetumi ayɛ.
So let us resolve to commit ourselves to putting these principles in practice.
Enti yɛn bɔ yɛ adwene mpɔm anaasɛ yɛn si gyina yɛ sɛ
And
yɛbetumi
this
ayɛ saa nneɛma wei.
congregation will see true spiritual revival.
Na asafo yi yɛbɛhu ɛyɛ nkanyan ɛwɔ huhu
And if
mu.
we put these principles in practice in our families are going to grow stronger and more spiritual and more Christ-like.
Na yɛde wei nso ɛkɔ yɛ abusua mu nso a ɛbɛma yɛn nyini ɛwɔ huhu mu ebetumi ama yɛayɛ den.
Yesterday, I received a phone call.
Ɛnura minya ɛyɛ call anaasɛ minya yɛn hwɛ bi.
It's not a number that I know. It's a strange number. So I picked the call.
Na ɛnyɛ ɛyɛ number na misada enim na mefa ɛyɛ call no
And
anaasɛ
the
mefa
caller
yɛ.
started by speaking to me and apologizing for something, I won't say he or she, something that the person did 24 years ago, to me, 24 years ago.
Nana onuano ahyɛ aseɛ ɛpa me kyɛw ɛwɔ deɛ esi yɛ anaasɛ biribi a onuano ɛyɛ ti a yɛnua yi ɛyɛ bɛyɛ mfie aduonu ɛnan a ɛtwa mu.
March 1984. I had completely forgotten. I remember the incident, but I've forgotten the year. And she calls me and apologizes so profusely and begs me for help.
Na onuano ɛpa ne kyɛw sɛ adeɛ bi a anaasɛ biribi esi yɛ ɛwɔ afei ampem ayɛ hankron aduokron
But for
ɛnan
God, I wouldn't
sɛ
be.
ɔmfa ne
But
bɔ ne
for
nkyɛn.
God who intervened in what that person plotted to do, I wouldn't be standing here. I wouldn't be standing here.
Sɛ nyɛ
I wouldn't be standing
onyankopɔn a odii no afofi anaasɛ ɔka ne ho a nka bi a onua tumasi ɛnyina ha ɛnɛ.
And there are few of our older members here who know if I give them a little bit more details. But the point I'm making is this. Here am I was in the middle of preparing this sermon, and this call comes.
Na anuanom a mpanimfo a wɔha deɛ ebinom nim sɛ mehyɛ asɛ sɛ me yi ho kakra mana asam no baeɛ anaasɛ kɔɔ no baeɛ ɛberɛ a na me hyehyɛ me anaasɛ mesiesie me ho ɛwɔ saa sermon ɛho.
In the end, after the phone call, okay, I promise that he should give me up to the end of the month, and I should be able to help.
Na onua no ebisa ɛmoa ɛwɔ no hɔ no ɔka sɛ ɔma no nkosi busumi awieyɛ
But I
na
paused.
ɔbɛbɛwa.
I paused and prayed to God, and I said, God, this is tough, but I'll take you by your word.
Na onua no ka sɛ ɔbɔ mpaeɛ na ɔka sɛ ɛɛden nanso wasɛm wɔ enti.
Somebody who wants to destroy you.
Obi a na nkɔ pɛ sɛ ɔsɛe wo.
I mean, but I think every one of you here may have your own experiences.
Megye di sɛ yɛn mu biara ɛwɔ sɛdeɛ ne haw
It
anaasɛ
is not
sɛdeɛ na
easy
ne deɛ teɛ.
for us to love the Christ way.
Na yɛhwɛ sɛ onyankopɔn hwehwɛ sɛ yɛbɛtumi adɔ yɛn ho yɛn ho
But
ɛwɔ
at the
onyankopɔn kwan.
end of that phone conversation, I heard something in my ears that said, "Victory! You have won. You have been vindicated."
Na
After 24 years.
minya ɛyɛ atenka anaasɛ minya ɛyɛ ɔpɛ bi sɛ wadi nkunim.
Let us learn to love one another. And let our love not just be theory, but let us love indeed, practical terms.
Mama yanno ma yandono enye enisu eniso ne mum yenda odoma pa
And
bi
then
enche akofro.
we become true disciples of Christ.
Na yetume aye Kristo echidifo ampa.
May God strengthen us to go out and live out what we have learned this morning.
Onyankopon ensa yenden na yenko ankoda de yesuyen adi.
Amen.
Amen.